Have you ever had that feeling that you just can't think straight until the pillows are fluffed, the counter is wiped, and everything is back in its proper place? If that's you, you know it's not about being dramatic. It's a real fundamental need. So let's get into the psychology behind why a tidy home can bring such a powerful sense of calm. And this right here really gets to the heart of it. For so many people, the drive to clean isn't about impressing anyone or making things look flawless. Nope, it's a deep, internal search for peace of mind. It's about creating your own little sanctuary in a world that, let's be honest, can feel pretty chaotic. You know, people who love to clean often get slapped with labels like clean freak or obsessive. They get thrown around like jokes, but they totally miss what's really going on. So let's pull back the curtain and see what's actually happening on a psychological level. I think this slide just lays it out so perfectly. What people might call controlling, psychology sees as seeking control. It's someone trying to manage their immediate environment because maybe the outside world feels totally out of their hands. And what looks like overreacting to a little mess, well, that's often a way of self-soothing. And that obsessive urge to tidy up, it's actually a pretty amazing tool for regulating your emotions. And here's the thing, this isn't just a preference or a feeling. There is some real biology at work here. The link between your surroundings and your mental state, it's incredibly strong. And science can actually measure the impact that clutter has on your brain and your body. Yeah, it kind of comes down to a hormone called cortisol. When your brain sees a cluttered, disorganized space, it can actually trigger a stress response, pumping more of this stress hormone into your system. This is a physical thing, something you can measure. So that anxiety you might feel in a messy room, it's not just in your head. It's a real biological event happening inside you. And this just says it all, doesn't it? For someone who's highly sensitive, visual clutter isn't just an eyesore. It feels like overwhelming background noise that you can't turn off. It's like a constant low-level static draining your nervous system, making it pretty much impossible to ever truly relax. So it makes perfect sense then that if clutter creates stress, the act of cleaning becomes the antidote. It becomes this powerful anchor in the storm. You know, when work is just a lot, relationships are tricky, or the news is stressful, cleaning is the one thing you absolutely can control. And it's these small, simple acts that create such a huge sense of calm. Just look at this. Wiping a counter isn't just about getting rid of crumbs. It's like you're wiping away a layer of anxiety. Sorting out a messy closet helps you sort out your own messy, racing thoughts. And in a world that's so unpredictable, the simple, guaranteed result of a perfectly folded t-shirt, man, that can be incredibly grounding. I just love this line. The rhythmic, repetitive nature of things like vacuuming in straight lines or washing the dishes, it can be genuinely meditative. It gives your brain a chance to quiet down. It's a moment of mindful action that gives you this little hit of accomplishment and calm, kind of whispering, see, you've got this. But you know, the reasons can go even deeper than that, connecting all the way back to our personal histories and even our relationships. Sometimes that need for a super tidy space today is a direct response to the kind of environment we grew up in. This is just so powerful. Think about it. For someone who grew up in a chaotic or unstable home, creating an orderly space as an adult isn't compulsive, it's protective. It's a way of finally building the safe, predictable home their inner child always needed. Every organized drawer is a small act of healing. And then there's this. Sometimes tidiness is an outward expression of care. It's a nonverbal way of nurturing the people you love. Coming home to a clean kitchen or a freshly made bed, it's not a demand for perfection. It's a quiet gesture that says, I care about you, and I want you to feel comfortable and at peace right here. So I think it's about time we completely reframe this whole thing. Instead of seeing the need for cleanliness as some kind of weird quirk or a flaw, we should see it for what it so often is, a really intuitive and effective form of self-care. Okay, so let's bring it all home with the key takeaways. First off, tidiness isn't about judging others. It's about vulnerability and just taking care of a personal need. Second, it's a practical form of meditation, a way to be truly present. Third, it's a huge sign of self-awareness. It's knowing what your mind needs to find its calm. And finally, it's this beautiful way of caring for your inner world by simply tending to your outer one. So if you're someone who just can't relax until your space is in order, listen. There is nothing excessive or wrong with you. You've just figured out how to care for your inner world by managing your outer one. It's not a flaw. It's a beautiful, practical skill. And that really leaves us with a final thought for everybody. Whether it's through cleaning or walking in nature or blasting your favorite music, we all have our ways of finding calm. So the real question is, what's your way? How do you create your own little pocket of peace?